All right, so I got a question about number 24 on Trig 5. So Trig 5, number 24. Now I'm going to go through this problem kind of the official way, if you will. I'm not going to round anything too early in the problem. However, you're going to see on this one, if you do decide to round in the middle of the problem, it's not going to really affect your answer, but it's not always a safe way to solve a problem. So it says two basketball players were standing on a court, and the basketball net is 10 feet. So there's your basketball net. There's player 1, player 2. And their angle of elevation, one is 50 degrees and one is 40 degrees. And they want to know how far apart they are from one another. So this is player 1, this is player 2. So this is really what they're asking you to solve. So you see that I have two right triangles here. I have the little one and then this big 40-degree one. So I'm going to write a trig relationship for both. So the first one I'm going to have here will be the tangent of 50 degrees is my opposite over my adjacent. Well, I don't know what my adjacent is, so I'm just going to call it y. It'll be my opposite over my adjacent. And then if I look at my bigger triangle, I'm going to say the tangent of 40 degrees is going to be my opposite, which is 10, over my adjacent. Well, I'm going to call this x. Well, I don't know what this is now, so I'm going to call it x plus y. So I can actually solve this equation for y and then substitute it into this equation. Now, another option would be just to get a value for y, which you can certainly do. Just 10 divided by the tangent of 50 will give you a value for y. And you can round that value and then substitute it in. It might make the problem a little bit easier, but it's not the best way to solve the problem. So I'm going to show you the better way to solve the problem. All right, so now I'm going to take this and solve it for y. So y is going to equal 10 divided by the tangent of 50 degrees. All right, so now I'm going to take that and substitute it in here, and I'm going to erase my triangle because I'm going to need lots of room. All right, so now I have the tangent of 40 degrees equals 10 divided by x, which is what I'm really trying to solve for, plus y, which I know is 10 divided by the tangent of 50. All right, well, I want to solve this for x. So I can kind of put this in parentheses. I can cross multiply. So I can say x plus 10 over the tangent of 50 times the tangent of 40 equals 10. I now want to get x alone, so I'm going to have to distribute this. So I'm going to have x times the tangent of 40 plus 10 over the tangent of 50 times the tangent of 40 equals 10. I want to get x alone, so I'm going to take this, which is this whole thing. Remember, it's just a number. There's no variables in here. I'm just going to take this and subtract it over. So I'm going to have x times the tangent of 40 equals 10 minus 10 over the tangent of 50 times the tangent of 40. And now I'm going to divide both sides by the tangent of 40 in order to get x alone. All right, so now you're going to have to be careful how you put this in your calculator. So let me see if I can kind of show you here. So I'm going to kind of figure out first what this number is here. So I'm going to say 10 divided by the tangent of 50, and I'm going to multiply that by the tangent of 40, and I'm going to get a number there. I want to say 10 minus that number, so I'm going to say 10 minus, and I'm going to go second answer, so I'm saving all my decimals. And now I know what this number is right here. So this number here, minus 10, so my numerator is 2.59. And now all I have to do is just divide that by the tangent of 40. And and we're going to get 3.5 something. So in that triangle, like this, I have two people. What I solved for was this whole length. Oh, no, I'm sorry, that was x. So I did solve for x right there, which I'm sorry, that would be 3.5. So I know that they are 3.5, whatever the units were, feet apart. So the answer is 3.5. There's a point there, 3.5 feet.